Imagine biting into a crispy fried chicken leg, its aroma filling your senses, or savoring a juicy burger, its flavors a symphony on your tongue. Fast food has reshaped culinary landscapes worldwide. In China, it marked a significant cultural shift. What began as a novelty became integral to China's food culture. This video explores fast food's history and impact in China. Our journey begins in the late 20th century. Kentucky Fried Chicken opened its first restaurant in Beijing in 1987. The response was overwhelming, with lines snaking around the block. The initial novelty of Western fast food eventually gave way to a more nuanced relationship. Chinese consumers, while embracing the convenience and affordability, also began to demand more diverse options and a greater emphasis on health and quality. Fast food chains responded by introducing healthier menu choices, incorporating local ingredients, and partnering with Chinese food delivery platforms to expand their reach. The rise of fast food in China also sparked a debate about its impact on traditional Chinese cuisine and eating habits. Some argued that it contributed to a decline in home cooking and a shift away from traditional dietary patterns. Others pointed to the economic benefits, the job creation, and the increased access to affordable food options for a growing population. While Western fast food giants arrived in the late 20th century, fast food in China wasn't new. In the early 1900s, Yili's fast food shop in Beijing pioneered quick, affordable meals. Unlike Western chains, Yili's served traditional Chinese dishes like noodles, dumplings, and steamed buns. These family-run shops catered to the working class amidst the city's hustle and bustle. The 1980s marked a turning point in China's economic and cultural landscape. The country's open-door policy, initiated in the late 1970s, ushered in an era of economic reforms and globalization. This period saw an influx of foreign investment, technology, and cultural influences, transforming China's major cities and captivating the imagination of its people. It was against this backdrop of change and openness that Western fast food chains made their grand entrance. Kentucky Fried Chicken, with its finger-licking good fried chicken, became the first Western fast food chain to establish a foothold in China. Its inaugural restaurant, a sprawling 500-seater establishment in Beijing, opened its doors in November 1987, marking a pivotal moment in China's culinary history. Section 3. Adapting to Thrive. Localization and Innovation. Western fast food chains in China thrived by adapting to local tastes and preferences. KFC, a model for localization, introduced rice dishes, congee, and Chinese breakfast staples. This strategy integrated KFC into daily Chinese life. Section 1. Colonel Sanders conquers China. The KFC Phenomenon. KFC's story in China began in 1987, positioning itself as a pioneer in the market. Its Beijing flagship store with 500 seats showcased its ambition. KFC's success lies in understanding Chinese consumers and localizing its menu. Introducing rice dishes, congee, and local flavors was key. Section 2. Golden Arches Chinese flavors. McDonald's adapts and expands. Following closely on the heels of KFC's success, McDonald's, the ubiquitous Golden Arches, made its grand entry into China in 1990. Its arrival was met with similar enthusiasm, as Chinese consumers flocked to experience the iconic Big Mac and fries. However, McDonald's, like KFC, recognized the need to adapt to local tastes to ensure long-term success. One of McDonald's key localization strategies involved introducing menu items that incorporated Chinese flavors and ingredients. The McRice burger, featuring a rice patty instead of a traditional bun, was a testament to this approach. Seasonal offerings like mooncakes during the Mid-Autumn Festival further demonstrated McDonald's understanding of Chinese cultural traditions. Beyond the Whopper, Burger King's calculated entry and expansion. Arriving later to the fast food scene in China, Burger King, known for its flame-broiled Whopper, faced the challenge of entering a market already dominated by established players like KFC and McDonald's. Rather than engaging in a head-on battle, Burger King opted for a more calculated approach, focusing on specific demographics and strategic partnerships. Burger King recognized that a significant portion of the Chinese population, particularly the younger generation, was increasingly drawn to Western brands and trends. Capitalizing on this, Burger King positioned itself as a more youthful and trendy alternative to its more established competitors. Its marketing campaigns often featured celebrities and influencers popular among young Chinese consumers. More than just coffee, Starbucks navigates a dynamic market. Starbucks, the ubiquitous coffee giant, entered the Chinese market in 1999, offering a different kind of fast food experience. Unlike its burger and fries counterparts, Starbucks positioned itself as a purveyor of premium coffee and a third place between home and work, a concept that resonated with China's growing urban middle class. Starbucks' initial success in China can be attributed to its focus on quality and experience. Its stores, often located in upscale shopping malls and office buildings, offered a sophisticated ambiance, a stark contrast to the more casual settings of traditional fast food chains. This, coupled with its premium pricing, created an aura of exclusivity and aspiration, particularly appealing to status-conscious Chinese consumers. A Tale of Two Kitchens: Western franchises versus local eateries. Stepping into a Western fast food chain in China is like entering a familiar, albeit slightly altered, world. The logos, the colors, even the aroma evoke a sense of recognition. However, a closer look reveals subtle yet significant differences. The most obvious distinction lies in the menu. While Western classics remain staples, they share space with localized offerings. Rice dishes, congee, and noodles cater to local tastes. This fusion of Western and Eastern culinary influences. Section 2. Beyond the price tag. What drives consumer choices? When it comes to price, local Chinese fast food establishments often have the upper hand. A hearty bowl of noodles or a plate of dumplings can be had for a fraction of the cost of a meal at a Western fast food chain. This affordability is a major draw for budget-conscious consumers, particularly students, workers, and families looking for a quick and inexpensive meal. However, price is not the sole factor driving consumer choices. Western fast food chains, despite their higher prices, offer a different value proposition. Brand recognition, a perception of higher hygiene standards, and a consistent dining experience across multiple locations are all factors that attract Chinese consumers. Section 3. The comfort of familiarity. Chinese cuisine's enduring appeal. Despite the influx of Western fast food chains, local Chinese fast food continues to thrive, a testament to the enduring appeal of familiar flavors, culinary traditions, and cultural heritage. For many Chinese consumers, nothing beats the comfort of a steaming bowl of noodles, the delicate flavors of a freshly steamed dumpling, or the savory goodness of a regional specialty. Chinese cuisine, with its emphasis on fresh ingredients, balanced flavors, and regional diversity, holds a special place in the hearts and stomachs of the Chinese people. It's more than just sustenance, it's a source of comfort, a connection to family and community, and a celebration of cultural identity. Section 1. A shifting culinary landscape. Fast food's impact on Chinese society. The rapid proliferation of fast food restaurants across China, with their bright lights, vibrant colors, and familiar logos, has undeniably altered the nation's culinary landscape. This transformation extends beyond just the availability of new food choices. It has sparked broader societal shifts, influencing dining habits, social interactions, and even perceptions of modernity and globalization. One of the most notable impacts has been the gradual shift away from traditional home-cooked meals, particularly in urban areas. The convenience and affordability of fast food have proven irresistible for many, especially busy professionals and families with limited time for food preparation. This trend has raised concerns about the erosion of culinary traditions and the potential loss of intergenerational knowledge about traditional Chinese cooking. Section 2. The weight of convenience, health concerns, and the rise of obesity. While the arrival of fast food in China brought about undeniable societal shifts, it also sparked concerns about its long-term impact on public health. The convenience and affordability of fast food, coupled with its often calorie-dense and processed nature, have contributed to changing dietary habits and a rise in obesity rates, particularly among younger generations. Fast food meals, typically high in saturated fats, sugar, and sodium, offer a stark contrast to traditional Chinese diets, which emphasize fresh vegetables, rice, and lean protein sources. The regular consumption of fast food can contribute to weight gain, increasing the risk of obesity-related health issues such as heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and certain types of cancer. Section 3. A generational divide, evolving attitudes, and dietary habits. The impact of fast food on Chinese society has not been uniform across all demographics. A generational divide has emerged, with older generations often maintaining a stronger connection to traditional Chinese cuisine and younger generations displaying a greater openness to Western fast food and its associated dining habits. Older generations, many of whom grew up in an era of food scarcity, often view fast food as a novelty or an occasional indulgence. Their palates are accustomed to the subtle flavors and textures of traditional Chinese cuisine, and they place a high value on fresh ingredients and home-cooked meals. For them, food represents more than just sustenance. It's a connection to family, tradition, and cultural heritage. Section 1. The environmental footprint of a fast food nation. The rapid expansion of the fast food industry in China, while transforming the nation's culinary landscape and offering convenience to millions, has come at a cost to the environment. The sheer volume of packaging waste, energy consumption, and resource depletion associated with fast food production and consumption poses significant challenges to China's already strained environmental resources. One of the most visible environmental impacts of fast food is the staggering amount of packaging waste it generates. Single-use plastic containers, paper wrappers, disposable cutlery, and plastic bags, often used for just a few minutes, end up in landfills where they can take hundreds of years to decompose. This waste stream contributes to China's growing garbage problem, polluting land and waterways. In recent years, growing public awareness of environmental issues and increasing pressure from consumers and environmental groups have prompted fast food companies operating in China to adopt more sustainable practices. These initiatives, while often driven by a desire to enhance brand image and appeal to environmentally conscious consumers, represent a step towards mitigating the industry's environmental footprint. One of the most common green initiatives adopted by fast food chains in China is reducing packaging waste. This includes switching to biodegradable or compostable packaging materials, implementing reusable container programs, and encouraging customers to dine in or bring their own reusable containers. Section 3. Economic ripple effects, from job creation to market competition. The arrival and expansion of Western fast food chains in China have had a profound impact on the nation's economy, creating both opportunities and challenges for local businesses and the broader market. The industry's rapid growth has generated employment opportunities, stimulated agricultural production, and intensified competition within the food service sector. One of the most significant economic impacts of the fast food industry in China has been its role as a major employer. The rapid expansion of fast food chains has created numerous job opportunities, particularly for young people and those seeking entry-level positions. These jobs, while often criticized for their low wages and limited benefits, provide income and employment opportunities for a segment of the population seeking work. Reflecting on fast food's journey in China. Fast food in China is a tale of cultural exchange and societal transformation. From novelty to ubiquity, it has shaped dining habits and social interactions. Fast food reflects China's economic transformation and globalization. Section 2. Balancing Act, navigating the challenges and opportunities ahead. As China's fast food industry matures, it faces a new set of challenges and opportunities. Evolving consumer preferences, growing concerns about health and sustainability, and intensifying competition from both domestic and international players are shaping the industry's future trajectory. Navigating these complexities will require adaptability, innovation, and a deep understanding of the Chinese consumer. One of the most pressing challenges facing fast food chains in China is the growing awareness of health and nutrition. As obesity rates rise, particularly among younger generations, consumers are increasingly seeking healthier and more balanced meal options. Fast food companies have responded by introducing lighter menu choices, incorporating more vegetables and lean proteins, and providing nutritional information to empower consumers to make informed choices. Envisioning the next chapter of fast food in China. The future of fast food in China promises to be dynamic and innovative. Key trends include technology integration, health focus, and sustainability. Expect more plant-based options, automated kitchens, and eco-friendly practices.